Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It has been 60 years since the Packers and Chiefs met down in Southern California in what would come to be known as the first Super Bowl. But now, at modern Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, we are counting down to Super Bowl 60, and we've got a great matchup in store. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the champions from the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines at a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Warrior 70.
Here's Watson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's second and 10.
Viking 18. Here we go. Strike. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 18 Pioneer.
Watson now to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
19 right.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw is Watson. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Watson. Pass caught. He's got Tillman. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26.
That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Pat the street. Come on. Set. Cougar 19.
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. We'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzes, they're coming a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
77.
They'll try and run here with Jenkins. But he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now Watson going to change the look here. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy from 4 yards out. And the Browns are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Looking to put a drive together. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now Penix. To the right side, complete to Miller. And a good job to get him to the ground quickly right there at the 36-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Here's Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
That's going to be caught downfield by Miller. Touchdown, Falcons! Scotty Miller, 51 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Prater for the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. No, they won't. Here comes the flag. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
19 tight, 9 Purple 80, 19 Wyatt. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll give up the middle. Judkins. Across midfield. He's on his way. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshon Judkins. 75 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. 14-7 is the score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
Miller on the catch over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And looking to throw, Penix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
And they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long. They'll throw with Penix. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
What about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Prater's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Here is third down and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's Watson. Setting up the screen for Sampson. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Fix the Eagle, fix the Eagle.
Now it's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's good for a Browns 1st down.
Come on, come on.
1st and 10 at the
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. An inside run with Jenkins. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 14.
Out of the gun, Watson. To the left side, he finds Bond. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns continue to look good here in the 1st half of this Super Bowl. And this is blocked. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The 2nd half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To the air, Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Looking there for points, but intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're big in their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Deputy! Cowboy 80! Hawk 70! Hawk 70! Go!
Looking to throw. Watson. Throw left side. He's got Tillman. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Drop 60.
First down.
Warriors
First and 10
17.
at the 20-yard line.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Now the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
27. Falcons 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw, Penix. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. They'll look to throw here. It's caught. It's Miller. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Got it. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Penix. It's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Let's go now. Let's stay like 18 right here. Come go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught by Robinson. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Penix working out of the gun here. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line.
Check smash. Check smash.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Result of the play is a safety.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're going to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Martin Emerson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Taking it about the 16. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
36-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Now the former volunteer is Dylan Sampson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this into the 41-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now 2nd and 5.
18, 5 in. Ready? Cowboy 80. Go.
Watson now to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. On 3rd down, here's Jenkins. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off. He's got him in, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He finds Robinson, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
Bijan Robinson, 26 yards. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
A wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A give. Here's Jenkins. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Browns are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Penix. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll give it to Jenkins. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 8.
Once again, Jenkins. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
18. Ready.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Open man, that's Bond. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Come on.
On first down is Jenkins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Ready.
At the 45-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Jenkins. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Bronco 80.
Back to throw, Watson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Watts. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a 3-score hill to climb to see if they can do it. Here's Penix. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Mason Graham gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Scotty Miller, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw with Penix. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk reward of the onside onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long.
Let's go now. Rig, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
To throw is Watson. Open man is gone. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 247 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Now it's Judkins. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Cougar 19.
Judkins is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A strong run there, but when he gets it, especially around the goal line, like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let it power his way forward.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Operating from the gun, Penix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. third down. Penix from the gun. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Ronnie Hickman with a pick. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Intercepted. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hold it ready.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
12 yards. That's good for a Browns first down.
Ready?
First and
Crack
10
roll,
at the
80.
40-yard line.
Ready?
On the ground, this is Judkins taken down at the 42.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll run. This is Judkins. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And how about this? The dog pound gets the crowd. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
Commissioner Goodell making the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to the Cleveland Browns. They are your Super Bowl 60 champions. So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying good night from Santa Clara.